Now paper number 251. Now in this paper number 251, question number 66 to 70. Now these 5 are based on 8 friends LM, NO, PQ, R and S are seated around a circular table facing the center. Information clearly specified the persons are facing towards the center. 8 persons facing towards the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At the same time, each one of them has a different profession. 8 persons and seated around a circular table, and their professions were also clearly given. M sits third to the left of the actor. M is seated third to the left of the actor. As all the persons are facing towards the center, now we can fix one of the persons. Now I am fixing actor here. M sits third to the left of the actor. And only 2 people between M and the teacher. As only 2 people between M and the teacher, 1, 2. Hence the teacher must be here. Only 2 people between M and the teacher. Next one, only 1 person sits between O and the teacher. How many are in between O and the teacher? There must be exactly 1. As there must be exactly 1 between O and the teacher, O can be to the immediate left of M. Or what is the other possibility we have? We have 2 possibilities in this one. Actor cannot be, actor can be O. Hence, as there is a second possibility here, we are representing the second possibility here. Actor, now M is at this place, M is here, teacher is at this place. As a teacher is here, then what is the other information we have? O is an actor, isn't it? Only 1 person sits between O and the teacher. Next one, N sits second to the right of the pilot. N is seated second to the right of the pilot. If pilot is here, N sits second to the right of the pilot. The pilot is not an immediate neighbor of the actor. As the pilot is not an immediate neighbor of the actor, pilot cannot be in these 2 places. Pilot cannot be here, pilot cannot be here. Isn't it? Now pilot cannot be here, cannot be to the left hand side of O. Why? Because if pilot is here, then N is seated second to the right of the pilot. That will be false. Then N and M must be in the same place. Are you following this one or not? Hence N cannot be. Now pilot cannot be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 possibilities left out and ruled out for this one. Then what are the different possibilities we have? Now if pilot is O, then N is here. If pilot is M and this person is N, or if pilot is at this place, N must be an actor, isn't it? Hence we are having some 3 different possibilities to this, pilot and N. The next one, M is not the pilot. M is not the pilot, hence a pilot cannot be here as well. As pilot cannot be here, then M is not the pilot is not an immediate neighbor of the actor. M is an immediate neighbor of Q. Now M is an immediate neighbor of Q, hence Q must be at this place. M is an immediate neighbor of Q, then pilot cannot be here as well, isn't it? Yes, are you following this one or not? Now we have written the possibilities for this pilot. Pilot can be, cannot be O, isn't it? Because Q is already there. Hence pilot cannot be in any one of these 6 places, isn't it? Hence what is the only possibility left over here? Pilot must be Q. Are you following this one or not? If pilot is here, then N sits second to the right hand side of this pilot. Now this N is an actor. Where should this N? Now this N is an actor. Clear now? And N sits second to the right of the pilot. Now again in this case, now where should this pilot be here? Only 1 person between O and the teacher, and N sits second to the right of the pilot. As N is seated second to the right hand side of the pilot, and M is not the pilot. Now pilot cannot be here, and the remaining cases, pilot cannot be at this place, and pilot cannot be here, pilot cannot be here. Then next one, M is not, M is an immediate neighbor of Q. As M is an immediate neighbor of Q, Q can be here or here. There are 2 possibilities. As there are 2 possibilities, in the first one we are having only 1 possibility. Let us go with the first one itself as of now. And next one, only 1 person sits between Q and the doctor. 1 person between Q and the doctor. Hence this O must be the doctor. Only 1 person between Q and the doctor. Next one, the engineer sits to the immediate left of R. Engineer sits to the immediate left of R. Now R cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, and cannot be here, isn't it? Hence where should this R? If R cannot be here. If R is here, engineer and teacher must be in the same place, which is not possible. And R cannot be here, because if R is here, engineer and actor must be in the same place, not possible, isn't it? Hence R cannot be here. the only possibility left over is R must be the teacher. If R is the teacher and this engineer sits to the immediate left of the teacher. Engineer sits to the immediate left of teacher, only two people between R and S. As only two people between R and S, hence S must be in between Q and N. Only two persons between R and S. Next one. The painter is not an immediate neighbor of the doctor. Painter cannot be the immediate neighbor of the doctor. Hence, tell me where should this painter here? S must be the painter. Painter is not an immediate neighbor of the doctor, hence the painter is S. Then next one. L is the banker. As L is the banker, this is L and this person is the banker. As L is the banker, tell me who is the person left over here? P. And P is an engineer. And what is the profession left? Doctor, banker, teacher, engineer, and lawyer. M is the lawyer. Done with this one? Now in the first one, we have only one possibility, hence we have continue this one. And if it is invalid, then we can directly start with this one. And this is about question number 66 to 70. 8 persons are there. Now these 8 persons are seated around this circular table. All the persons are facing towards the center, and each one of them belongs to a different profession. 66 to 70. Then 71 to 75. Now in this 71 to 75, to portray the cultural diversity in India, College Isaac is initiating a program called Tarang, under which it will celebrate 7 different festivals, celebrated namely Christmas, Diwali and so on, 7 on Ganesh Chaturthi and so on, and over 7 different months of the same year, starting from June and ending in December. June to December, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 7 months. Now 7 months, 7 different festivals. 7 months, 7 different festivals were there. Now starting from where? Starting from June. Now June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Hence in total we have some 7 different months. 7 different months. Now in these 7 different months and 7 different festivals. June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Then first one, Diwali will be celebrated in the month of December. Now Diwali in the month of December, hence this must be Diwali. Diwali in the month of December. And Christmas will be celebrated immediately before Holi. And where should this Christmas? Christmas is will be immediately before Holi. Now this Christmas is immediately before Holi. Hence these two must be adjacent to each other together. Before Holi, Holi will not be celebrated in the month of October. Hence Holi cannot be here. Holi cannot be here, isn't it? The next one. And there will be only one festival celebrated between Navaratri and Onam. Navaratri will be before Onam. Hence between Navaratri and Onam there must be exactly one festival. Navaratri will be celebrated before Onam. Eid will be celebrated immediately before Diwali. Now Eid is immediately before Diwali. Hence in the month of November it must be Eid, isn't it? Eid immediately before Diwali. Now this is what the information we have. Then coming to this one, Holi cannot be in the month of October. Then Holi can be in the month of September or not. Now we are taking different possibilities. If Holi is here, now before this Holi there must be Christmas. And before this Holi if there is Christmas here, then Navaratri and Onam must be in alternate months, which is not possible, isn't it? Hence Holi cannot be in the month of September. Then August. Now if you take the case of this Holi in the month of August, Holi in the month of August, if you write down here, then Christmas is here. If Christmas is here again, now between Navaratri and Onam there must be, these two must be in the alternate, which is not possible. Hence this case is also ruled out. Hence where should this Christmas? And Christmas must be in the month of Jan. If Christmas is in the month of Jan, immediately followed by Holi. Now between Navaratri and Onam, Navaratri is before this Onam and 1 month before, hence Onam. Hence what is the only festival left over here? Ganesh Chaturthi. This Ganesh Chaturthi must be in the month of September. Clear now? 71 to 75, Christmas, Holi, Navaratri, Ganesh Chaturthi, Onam, Eid and Diwali is the order in which these 7 festivals will be celebrated on 7 different months, starting from June and ending with December. As this is about 71 to 75. Yes, after this 71 to 75, next one is 76 to 80. Now in this 76 to 80, how many persons are there? There are some 8 persons. A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are the 8 persons, are seated in a straight line but not necessarily in the same order. And some of them are facing south while some of them are facing north. What is the information we have? Some north and some south is given, isn't it? Some north and some south is given. 76 to 80. 8 persons seated in a row, and now in these 8 persons, some of them are facing north, some of them are facing south, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now first condition. And well, some are north, H sits 4 to the left of A faces south. As A faces south is clearly given, and E sits second to the right of E. Now by combining these 3 statements, and E sits A faces south, A is here, A is facing south, and at the same time, and H sits 4 to the left of A, H sits 4 to the left of A, 1, 2, 3, H is here, and at the same time, E sits second to the right of A, E sits second to the right of A. Now tell me how many persons were involved here? 3 plus 4, 7. Hence, with the help of this one, we can able to derive the possibilities. Hence, E can be at the first place, then A is here facing towards south, 1, 2, 3, 4, H must be here. That is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now E is at the second place. Now E is here. Then A is here, A is facing south, then H will be at this place. Are you following this one or not? Then E sits second to the right of A, E is seated second to the right of A, D sits second to the right of G. Now this D is seated second to the right hand side of G. D sits second to the right of G, and again G is neither an immediate neighbor of A nor H. G is neither an immediate neighbor of A nor H. G cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. Then what is the only possibility we have? G must be at this place. If G is here, then where should this D? D must be either in the place of A or in the place of H, and this is also not possible. And the first case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with the second case. Now in the second case, now the G is neither an immediate neighbor of A nor H. G cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. And what are the different possibilities here? G cannot be here as well, because if G is here, now D must be in between, isn't it? Now this D must be in the place of A and H, which is not possible. Hence, what is the only possibility left to this G? G must be at this left extreme. If G is here, then D sits second to the right of G, D must be here. If D is here, then this G must be facing towards north only. Clear? G is facing north, then D sits second to the right hand side. And G is neither an immediate neighbor of A nor H. Both the immediate neighbors of F is facing north. As both the immediate neighbors of F is facing north, hence F can be here or can be here. There are 2 possibilities to this F. And F is not an immediate neighbor of H. As F cannot be here, then what is the only possibility we have? F must be here. If F is here, both the immediate neighbors of F is facing towards north, and these 2 persons are north, and F is not an immediate neighbor of H, and immediate neighbors of E faces opposite direction. Immediate neighbors of E are facing opposite direction. The G and D are facing opposite. G is north, D is south, and both the immediate neighbors of B face the same direction as that of D. Both the immediate neighbors of B face the direction opposite to that of D. B's immediate neighbors are opposite to D. That means B's immediate neighbors, these 2 persons must be towards north. Because D is facing south, immediate neighbors of B is facing opposite to that of south is nothing but they are facing towards north. Hence, where should this be? B must be here. If B is here, the immediate neighbors of B are F and H. These 2 persons are facing opposite to D. D is facing south, F and H must be towards south, towards north. If F and H are here, now the person C is left over, isn't it? Then, and E and C face opposite direction. Now C and E are facing opposite direction. C is north and E is facing south. Now this is how these 8 persons are seated in this row, facing different directions. G is north, E south, D south, A south, C north, F north, B north, and H is also north. In total, we have some 5 persons who are facing towards north and 3 are facing towards south. Clear? As this is about question number 76 to 80, first write down this arrangement. Then let us discuss about this question numbers 81 to 85. Now this 81 to 85, these are based on input and output, isn't it? Input, output, 5 questions based on this one, input and output. (81 to 85). Now in this one, tell me what is the information we have, 81 to 85. Now how many elements are there? In total we have some 12 elements, 77 paint, 12 main, 24 fan and so on. And how many steps are there? There are only 6 steps. That means 12 elements and there are only 6 steps, which implies that in each step exactly 2 elements were arranged. Then first let us find out the logic behind this one. In order to identify the logic behind this one, we need to compare the input with the final output. As in the input, shape, paint, main, key, fan, box. Now these words are arranged in the descending order. All the words are arranged in the descending order. And coming to these numbers, numbers also in the descending order, 94, 77, 51 and so on. First in the first 6 places words, they were arranged in the descending order and followed by 7 to 12. The numbers are also arranged in the descending order. Then coming to this one, then we need to identify the pattern followed in this. That means the method involved in this one. Now in the first place, the highest word arranged at the first place and the highest number arranged at the last place. And in step 2, the previous word to shape, that is paint, arranged at the second place. Now here, this 94 shifted to the next place and 77 arranged at the last place. Now in the case of words, the words were fixed here and the next word is arranging at the next place. But as in the case of number, all the numbers are arranged at the last place and the numbers which were already arranged in the previous step were shifted to the next place. Clear now? Now this is about question numbers 81 to 85. Any doubts in this 81 to 85? Now again, if you observe here, now all these questions are based on a single input. As they were based on a single input, then we need to identify what? Then we need to work out the entire procedure. As 81 to 85, how many of you had on this one completed 81 to 85? If there is time, we can discuss afterwards, okay? Then 86 to 86 and 87. Now in this 86 and 87, Asmi is standing at point P, facing towards which direction? Facing towards east. Asmi, who is at point P facing towards east, she walks for 8 meters. Now this is the starting point, and at point P, from here she walks for how many meters? 8 meters towards east. 8 meters towards east and turns to her left. Turns to her left, she then walks for 5 meters, 5 meters and turns to her right. She stops after walking 4 meters and right hand side, and she stops at this place. And meanwhile, Sagar is standing at point R facing south, isn't it? At R facing south. Where is R here? And point R is 5 meters to the east of P. R is 5 meters to the east of P. From P, R is somewhere here, which is 5 meters. Out of this 8, 5. Now 5 meters in between P and R and 3 meters in between these two, isn't it? Now Sagar is standing at point R facing south and point R is 5 meters to the east of point P. He walks for 4 meters. From here, this person walks for 4 meters and turns to his left and he stops after walking 7 meters. From here, this person traveled 7 meters. Now 7 meters towards his left hand side. Now this 7 meters, if you observe here, now this is 3 meters and this is 4 meters, and so 3 plus 4, that is 7 meters. Hence these two persons, Sagar and Asmi, are vertically on the same point, isn't it? Then question number 86. After reaching their final positions, which directions are Asmi and Sagar facing? Yes, both these two persons are facing towards which direction? East only. Now this person is moving like this person also moving like this, and so both these two persons are facing towards east, that is choice 1. 86 choice 1. Then what about 87 here? Then 87, what is the distance between the final positions of Ashmi and Sagar? Now the final position is nothing but vertical direction. How much is the distance? This is 5 and this is 4. Hence 5 and 4, both these two are in two different directions. Hence we need to add this one. 5 plus 4 is how much? 7 meters. And 7, distance between 5 plus 4 is how much? 9 meters. Now 9, that is given in choice 1. Clear? 9, it is choice 1 is the answer. Question number 87, 9 choice 1. Then 88 to 90. Question numbers 88 to 90, 7 examinations were there, LM, NO, PQ and R, and will be held during 7 days of the same week, starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. Starting on Monday, ending on Sunday, and these 7. Starting Monday, ending Sunday. Now this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. Then in this case, starting Monday, ending Sunday, then condition number 1, exam M will be held on Wednesday. And where is this exam? Exam M is held on Wednesday. Only one examination between L and R. And only one, neither L nor R will be held before M. Neither L nor R will be held before M. Hence both these two must be after this M only. And what are the different possibilities? If L is here, R will be here, or if R is here, L will be here. That is one possibility. And the second possibility, M is on Wednesday. Then if L is on Friday, R is on Sunday, or if R is on Friday, L will be on Sunday. Done with this? There are two possibilities in this. And neither L nor exam R will be held before M. O will be held immediately before Q. O is immediately before Q. Now the only possibility, O must be on Monday and Q must be on Tuesday in both the cases, because there must be 2 vacant places which is available only on Monday and Tuesday. And next one, only 2 examinations will be held between R and P. Now between R and P there must be exactly 2. As R is here, P must be here. As R is here, hence R cannot be on Saturday, hence L must be on Saturday. Then what is left over here? Yes, tell me what is the element left over? N. N must be on Friday. And again coming to this one, only 2 examinations between R and P. If R is here, 2 exams is not possible, then R will be at this place on Sunday. R is on Sunday. If R is on Sunday, then where should this P? P must be on Thursday. R is Sunday and P is R Sunday, P is Thursday. Now between L and R, L must be on Friday, N is on Saturday. And exam P will not be held on Sunday. As exam P is not held on Sunday, first case is ruled out. Now we are left with only the second case. Done? Yes, what is the order we have? OQ, MP, L and R is the order in which these 7 examinations were held starting from Monday, ending on Sunday. 88 to 90. The next one, 91 to 95. Now in this question numbers 91 to 95, these are based on floor arrangement. Now 91 to 95, 8 people P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W live on separate floors of an 8-floor building. Ground floor is number 1, the first floor is number 2 and so on until the topmost floor is number 8. Isn't it? Now 8 floors from bottom floor to the topmost floor. 91 to 95. Then in this one, now whenever this floor arrangement is given, first we need to represent the floors at the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now 8 floors, 8 persons are staying on these 8 different floors. Then ground floor is number 1 and so on. S lives on floor number 4. S, whatever this is, S must be on floor number 4. S lives on floor number 4. Only 2 people between S and T, and T can be either on the 7th floor or T can be on the 1st floor. Isn't it? Now 91 to 95, S is on. Where is this S? S is on the 4th floor, and only 2 persons between S and T. And next one, only 1 person between T and Q. Now in between T and Q there must be exactly one person. As T is here, Q must be here. As T is here, Q must be here. There must be exactly one person between T and Q. V lives on an odd number floor. As V is on an odd number floor, in the first case V can be either on the first floor or on the third floor. And in the second case, V can be either on the fifth floor or on the seventh floor. And V lives on an odd number floor. R lives immediately above you. R is immediately above you. And P lives immediately above V. As P lives immediately above V, now here, as P lives immediately above V, in the first case, P cannot be on the third floor. Why? Because if P is on the third floor, V cannot be on the third floor. If V is on the third floor, P must be on the fourth floor, not possible. Isn't it? Hence, V cannot be on the third floor. Hence, V must be on the first floor. If V is here, P is here. Are you following this one or not? Again, coming back to this one, V. And V, if V is on the fifth floor or seventh floor, there are two possibilities here. And next one. Now, in the first case, R and U must be adjacent to each other. Can we have R and U adjacent to each other in this case? No, hence this case is completely ruled out. Then coming to this one, V. If we take V at this place, then P will be here. If V and P are here, then again between R and U are adjacent to each other is possible or not? Yes, it is possible. Hence, V can be on the fifth floor. V can be on the fifth floor. Then what is the other possibility we have? N, T, Q, and S. Now V can be on the seventh floor. If V is on the seventh floor, and P must be on the eighth floor. And next one, V lives on an odd number floor. R lives immediately above U. R is here, U is here. Here R is here, U is here. Then tell me what is the element left over here? W. And so W must be on the second floor. And P lives immediately above V, but not on the topmost floor. Hence P cannot be on the topmost floor. Hence this case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only one case. As what is ordered here? RU, PV, SQ, WNT is order in which these 8 persons were staying on 8 different floors of this building. As this is about question numbers 91 to 95. Then 96 to 100. Now in this 96 to 100, how many persons are there? There are some 7 friends, namely E, F, G, H, I, J, and K studied in 3 different standards, 2nd, 5th, and 8th. Now 2nd, 5th, and 8th, now how many persons are there? 7 persons and 3 different classes. Hence it comes under which category? Common parameter. As it comes under common parameter, then we need to divide the diagram according to the parameter only, isn't it? Then, as tell me what is the element which is common here? And 2nd standard, 5th standard, and 8th standard. Now 2nd standard, 5th and 8th standard 2nd, and this is 5th, and this is 8th standard. Then what is the information given here? How many persons are there? 7 persons, 3 different classes, such that not more than 3. That means maximum in one of the standards there must be exactly 3 persons. In one of the standard if there are 3 persons, and in the rest of the we must have only 2 persons, because we are having only 7 persons. Then such that not more than 3 friends and not less than 2 friends study in the same standard, and each friend also speaks a different language at home, Hindi, Marathi, English, and so on. G speaks Bengali and studies with 2 other friends. That means in whatever the class the G is studying, in that class how many persons are there? 3 persons. And if G is in the 2nd standard and in the 5th and the 8th standard, we should have only 2 persons. Or if G is in the 5th standard, in 2nd and the 8th classes, we need to have only 2. And again, if G is in the 8th standard, 2nd and the 5th standard, we must have only 2 persons, isn't it? Hence, G is what? G speaks Bengali. G speaks Bengali, and with only 2 other friends. J studies in standard 5. Now, J studies in standard 5. As J studies in standard 5, with only the other person who speaks Punjabi. And that means, now in the class 5th one, how many persons are there? There must be only 2 persons. J is 1, and with only the other person who speaks Punjabi. Hence, in the 5th standard, we must have only 2 people. And in the 5th standard, if there are 2 people, then in the remaining. And in the remaining, what should happen here? Now, can G be in the 5th standard or not? Yes, G is in the 5th standard, not possible. Why? If G Now in the standard of this G, there must be 3 people. But as here, G cannot be in the 5th standard because there must be only 2 people. Then next one. J studies in standard 5 with only one other person who speaks Punjabi. Then next information, only H and I study together. As who are the persons studying together here? Only H and I are studying. That means in the class in which this H is studying, there must be only 2 people. Hence H and I can be either in the 2nd standard or in the 8th standard. H and I. Only H and I study together, neither H nor I speaks English. Now H, English is ruled out, and I, English is also ruled out, and neither H nor I speak English. H does not speak Oriya. H, Oriya, this is also ruled out, isn't it? Then neither H nor I, H does not speak Oriya. E studies in the 8th standard. Now E studies in the 8th standard with the one who speaks Gujarati. Now with the one who speaks Gujarati, hence Gujarati can be here, isn't it? Then tell me whether G can be here or not. May be possible, isn't it? G can be either in the 8th standard or in the 2nd standard. As of now, no information here. E studies in 8th standard with the one who speaks Gujarati. Next one, the one who speaks Marathi neither in 2 nor 8. Hence Marathi must be in the 5th standard. And who is that person here? That person must be J. F does not study with the one who speaks English. Now F does not speak with the one who speaks English. Now tell me what are the different possibilities we can have for this. Now can G be here? If you take G at this place, and G is Bengali and 2 more persons were there, and 3 persons here, 2 persons here, we should have 2 more persons. Hence in 8th standard we must have exactly 2 persons. Hence where should this H and I? H and I must be in the 2nd standard, isn't it? And H and I are the only 2 persons who are studying together. Hence H and I cannot be in the 2nd because G is also studying along with them. And here E is also studying along with this one. This is also not possible. Hence H and I cannot be in the 2nd, cannot be in the 8th if G is in the 2nd standard. Hence G cannot be in the 2nd standard. Are you following this one or not? If G is in the 2nd standard, then there is no place left to this H. Hence H cannot be here. Hence where should this H? H must be in the 2nd, and I is also at the 2nd. And now where should this G? G must be in the 8th standard. Hence in this G there must be 2 people. H and I, 2nd standard 2 people. Now in the 8th standard we need to have 3 persons. Then G is Bengali. As G is Bengali, hence G is here. Now G is Bengali, isn't it? G is Bengali. Next one, H and I. Now if you take the case of this one, H and I cannot speak English. And who must speak English here? E must speak English, isn't it? That is the only possibility left to this one. E must speak English. The next one, H and I. F does not study with the one who speaks English. Hence F cannot be in the 8th standard. As F cannot be in the 8th standard, F must be in the 5th standard. If F is in the 5th standard, then who is the person left over here? E, F, G, H, I, J. Hence K is the person here. K must be Gujarati. Now this H does not speak Oriya. As H does not speak Oriya, this I must be Oriya. If I is Oriya, then what is the subject left over here? Hindi. Then H must speak Hindi. Done? Now this is what the advantage by drawing this diagram, dividing this one according to the parameter rather than writing one below the other. Clear now? And this is about question numbers 96 to 100. Yes, question number 66 to 100. Any doubts in this? 35? 66 to 100. Done? First write down this one. Yes, any number series questions in this? 37 to 41, wrong number series. Now question numbers 37 to 41, these are based on a wrong number. First write down this arrangement, then let us discuss about this wrong number. As question number 37, as 37, 9, 36, 144, except choice, except 82, all the remaining numbers are squares. No need to check out the logic at all. Except 82, all the remaining numbers are perfect squares. Hence 82 is the wrong number. Done with this? Then question number 88. Now in this 88, yes, any answer to this one 88? No difference. 363, 360, 352, 345, the numbers are in the decreasing order. Whenever the numbers are in the decreasing order, we need to sort in the reverse order. What is the difference we have? Now the difference here is 18. Now here the difference is 18. Next 18 and 33, the difference is how much? 15. Next difference, this is 12. 18, 15, 12. Now these numbers are what? Multiples of 3, isn't it? 3 into 6, 3 into 5, 3 into 4. Next one 3 into 3. That is 9, 6 and 3 must be the difference. Now 363 minus 3 and it is 360. 360 minus 6 and so how much should be the number? 354 is the number, isn't it? And 354 minus 9, 345. The wrong number is 352 and the correct number is 354. And it is given in choice 1. Question number 38, choice 1 is the answer. The difference between the numbers are multiples of 3 in the increasing order. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 are subtracted. Then question number 38, 9. Now in this question number 39, 14, 29, 45. Again the numbers are increasing at a smaller rate. Hence it must be under which one? Difference. 14, 19, 45, 62, 79 and 99. 79, 99. As what is the difference between 14 and 29? 14 and 29, the difference between these two is 15. 29 and 45, difference is 16. And 45 and 62, difference is 17. 15, 16, 17, next one 18 and 19. And 62 plus 18 is how much? It must be 80. Hence 80. 80 plus 19, 99. Hence what is the wrong number here? 79 is the wrong number and the correct number is 80, choice 4. Question number 39, it is choice 4. Then 40. Now in this 40, now the numbers are again in the descending order. Hence first we need to find out the difference here. 54 and 55, the difference is 1. And 55 and 59, the difference is 4. 1 and 4 we have. And again slightly shift from there to the last number 109 to 145. What is the difference between these two, 109 and 145? Difference is 36. Now last number is 1. Here it is 36 and the numbers are squares. 1 square, 2 square, this must be 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. Isn't it? Then 145 minus 36, 109. Or in the reverse order, 54 plus 155 plus 459 and plus 9, 68. 68 plus 16. The last digit must be 4. Here it is 88, that is the wrong number. Wrong number, choice 2. Question number 40, it is choice 2 is the answer. Then 41. Now in this 41 into 2 plus 7. Now 517, the number starting with the 5 increasing to 761. Now 377 into 2. Hence it comes under combination or multiplication. 5 and 17, 17 and 41 cannot be expressed in combination, multiplication, and it is combination. Now 377 into 2 is how much? 377 into 2 plus how much? As 370, that is 740, isn't it? Plus 7 into 2, 14. Plus how much? Plus 7 into 2 plus 7. Into 2 plus 7. As we have found out at the last, then straightly come to the front. Now at the first two numbers, 5 into 2 plus 7. Here into 2 plus 7, last also into 2 plus 7, in the remaining also it must be into 2 plus 7. 17 into 2, 34. 34 plus 7, 41. 41 into 2, 82 plus 7, 89. Here it is 90, that is the wrong number. Now in the difference also you will get the answer. Difference kuda vastadi meeku. 12, 24, 48, 96 and so on. Ante kada difference? Isn't it? 96. మీరు రెగ్యులర్గా డిఫరెన్స్ చేస్తారు కాబట్టి నేను ఇలా చెప్పాను. డన్, ఈజీగా అయిపోయేది. క్లియర్ నౌ? నెక్స్ట్ వన్, అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ 37 to 41. Has any doubts in this paper? 251? Clear? And the next